you doing, guys? Big Mac Danscore here again today, and in front of you is a finished snow globe. Now, when you see this video, it will have been given to the person who it's for already, so you can't actually help me out, but one thing I'm tempted to change before I give it to the person is this ribbon round here around the top. I'm not sure what I'd put on there instead. Like, I've got some red tinsel, but I think that might take your eye away from the red figure inside. I don't really want to put another bit of green tinsel up there, because I think the green would clash a little bit with the blue on top of the lid. I'll just show you the lid as well. Basically it's a bauble tin. You get two halves of it. Just show you the other half here. And it came with some sweets in it. I got it last year, and it just like slots together. You can hang it on the tree and have a treat in there. Maybe like sort of thing you'd do instead of having an advent calendar. But anyway, yeah, that's what is on the top of it. So it makes it even more Christmassy. Super Christmas treat, yay! So I'll just shake it and show you the glitter. I could have got like some like snow-like glitter. It falls really slowly, and the reason it falls really slowly is because inside, instead of water, I've used baby oil, Johnson's baby oil, or Boots baby oil maybe, yeah, Boots one. So just that stuff. Now, the downside of that is, if it leaks at all, I have a big problem, because it's going to leak and leak oil onto whatever it's sat onto. So when I give it to who it's for, I don't know why I keep saying who it's for. It's for my friend's son. And so when I give it to him, I'll tell my friend David, just place it on a plate, and then if you notice any oil leaking, just clean the plate and then put it back on. And then eventually too much oil will leak out and it'll be a useless snow globe, because it won't be a snow globe anymore. So I can either redo it for him, or he can repair it himself. So yeah, there we go. Now, one thing you'll notice is the oil doesn't go all the way to the top. There's a ring of it here. That's why I put this on there, because when it sits flat, that kind of like takes your attention away from the oil line, because that sort of sits on the oil line. Now, it's difficult to judge how much oil to put in. So what I did, I left a gap at the top in the depth of the lid, because obviously when you're putting something into the oil, it displaces a lot of the oil. So I didn't want it to spill over the top, because I've done that with previous ones and it spilled over the top. And then I think that's why the seal has broken in the past. Talking about seals breaking, I'll just jump to another clip here for you. Okay guys, so one thing to note when you're making a snow globe is just make sure you go really overboard with trying to seal it. The last ones I made, they've leaked over time. So what I'm doing, I'm going round the edge over and over again with a hot glue gun. There's a few little gaps, like just there at the tip of my finger. There's one there. I'll be going back in there with the hot glue gun to try and make sure the seal is complete. I put a load of glue on the inside, or around the top of the jar, right round the top, in the hope that it forms some kind of a tight seal between the lid and the jar. And then yeah, just go really overboard going around it. You can cover this up with some tinsel maybe, or a bit of ribbon or something like that. Or you could even try and paint over it, or if you wanted it to look like an ice effect, you could try and do something like that, I'm sure. Everyone watching this video is probably a creative person, so I'm sure you can come up with your own ideas for covering this mess up. Yeah, so that's just a little tip for you there. Yeah, so you can see exactly how thorough I was with the seal there. I wanted to make sure I got enough coverage. I was a bit nervous. I saw some air bubbles coming up before, but there's no oil leaking out so far. So what I think that was is when I've shaken it, because there's so much air in the top, I think a little bit of air gets trapped underneath in the rocky area, and maybe underneath in the miniature inside. I'll give you a bit of a closer look here. Hopefully the light will stay with us. Yeah, so there we go. You can see the miniature is finished. I didn't paint him to a massively high standard. That's because I thought to myself, he's going to be really distorted, and I didn't want him. I didn't want to put too much time and effort into it, and then it'd be really distorted. One addition I've made as well is this star. If you remember my Pyramid of Tisca video, my video entry for Frost and Fist's Terrain on the Cheap challenge, I used clear plastic to make the glass, and what I did, I stuck a bit of clear plastic underneath, bent it, and then came up behind him, and then painted a star on the top of it. If you look from the front, that star gets really distorted and looks massive, but I kind of like that. It's hard to get the right angle for you, for the reason that, let's see if we can get a better. There we go, you sort of get the right angle. But yeah, I kind of like the look of it like that. I put a coat of hard coat gloss varnish, which is Citadel's gloss varnish paint, and as you're turning it as well, if you notice the star, it disappears there, so it's like, ooh, and then it's a nice surprise when you turn it back around. Whoa, look at that star, amazing. I kind of like that anyway. It's just a daft little distortion trick. A trick of the line. There we go. Yeah, so that's my snow globe, and it'll have been given to the person already by the time you see this. And I hope they really enjoy it. I hope it brings them year after year of Christmas joy. I'm sure it will. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you've got any questions about it, pop them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you, answer the questions, because as I said, I've made snow globes in the past, and they've gone a bit wrong where they've leaked and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't you dare go selecting that next video just yet. I've got a little update for you. I went with the tinsel. Hey! It looks alright, doesn't it? Quite surprised. Very nice. Anyway, give it another shake for you. You've got to be quite violent with it. Oh, look at that lovely few stars in there floating around and that. Just kind of looks dirty now. Right, I'll see you on the battlefield.